Hello everyone. In our program, we use 13 different integer codes. These are choice, vehicle count, vehicle number, and for the class 1, class 2, class 3, and class 4. And for the cost of the class cost 1, class cost 2, class cost 3, and class cost 4. And for the total of the class cost, we use the variable total class cost. For the boolean, for the repeating of the program, we used boolean repeat. The variable we use for boolean is repeat and equals to true. And for the continuing process, we use continue process.
Hello everyone, so this code is a part of a tollbooth system that begins by displaying the title tollbooth system. Next, it asks the user to enter the number of vehicles to process. The vehicle count entered is then stored for further steps like calculating toll fees or recording vehicle information.
Jungle greetings everyone. I'm Carl Calagos and I will be the one who explain the validations of vehicle count input here in our code. The loop will only begin if the condition is true. The condition here in our code is the vehicle count must be less than or equal to 0 so that the looping will begin. For example is if the user will input a -1, it will display in the screen to please enter a valid number and it will always ask the user to input a valid vehicle count number. And if the condition becomes false, it will proceed to another looping of the code.
Dangal greetings everyone, I am Christian J. Bajamonde and I'll be the one that will be explaining the code block for looping the number of vehicle. So in this code block, we use a for loop to prompt the user of his or her desired vehicle count. So with that, we initialize counter at 1 in our for loop to be the starting point. And the condition is if the counter is less than or equal to the vehicle count, counter will increment by 1. So with that, the loop will stop until it reached the vehicle count or the condition became false. So in every loop, it will also display the current vehicle count over the prompt vehicle count to be processed. For example, if the user prompt vehicle count to be processed A for vehicle, it will show in every loop that 1 of 4, 2 of 4 vehicles, 3 of 4 vehicles, and so on. And it will also display the type of vehicle class and prompt the user to enter vehicle class of each vehicle per loop.
Dangal greetings, I'm Chyna Agase and I'll be discussing the validation of users' input for vehicle class choice. This part ensures that the user's choice is between 1 and 4, which is based on the 4 different types of vehicle. We used for loop to check if the user's choice is valid. The condition checks if the choice is less than 1 or greater than 4, which means invalid, and it will display an error message asking the user to enter a valid number until the user entered a number between the choices.
The if block with the condition choice is equal to 1 checks if the input of the user is 1. If the user's input is equal to 1, it will do the following instructions. First, it will print the vehicle and the vehicle name variable, then print the vehicle category, motorcycle, and print the vehicle tollbooth fee which is worth 50 pesos. Then the variable vehicle name is incremented or added by 1, then the variable class 1 is also incremented and is used for counting the number of motorcycles passed. If the user's input is not 1, it will pass on to the next condition which is else if choice is equal to 2.
Dangal greetings, I'm Angelo Baniago and I'm here to present the else if choice of vehicle class car. If the user choice was equal to 2, which is car, then it will print the vehicle number and its vehicle class car. Also, it will print the toll booth fee, which is 100 pesos. Moreover, the vehicle num increment increases the count of vehicle process, and the class 2 increment indicates that another car has been processed.
This code part runs when bus is selected, when choice is equals to 3. It displays the vehicle number and labels the vehicle as the bus and shows a toll fee of 150 pesos. Then it increments vehicle num to track the next vehicle and updates class 3 to count this bus entry.
In this toolbox system, when the user selects truck, the program identifies the vehicle as a truck and it prints its details, including the vehicle number, category, and all of fee of 200 pesos. It then increments the total vehicle count in the truck-specific counter. Each time truck is processed, these counters are updated. The toll fee of 200 pesos is added to the total revenue. At the end of the batch, the program displays the total number of trucks that passed along with the total tolls collected from them. In this toll booth system, the cost for each class of vehicles are calculated by multiplying the number of vehicles in each class by the respective toll fees. For motorcycles, each one is charged 50 pesos, so the total cost for motorcycle is the number of motorcycles multiplied by 50 pesos. For cars, each is charged by 100 pesos, so the number of cars multiplied by 100 pesos. Buses are charged 150 pesos each, so the total is calculated by 150 pesos. Trucks are charged by 200 pesos, so the total of truck is the number trucks multiplied by 200 pesos. The program adds these totals together to calculate the overall revenue and displays the result at the end of the batch processing.
Greetings everyone, I am Nathaniel Gana and I will be the one to explain the display statistics and the part of asking the user if they want to process another batch of vehicles in our code. In this section, it will print the total number of vehicles passed, the class and PHP cost for each vehicle type, like class 1 motorcycle equals PHP cost, class 2 car equals PHP cost, class 3 bus equals PHP cost, class 4 truck equals PHP cost, and lastly, it will print the total revenue in PHP. After displaying the statistics of the processed vehicles, the program will then ask the user if they would like to start another batch of processing vehicles, or if they want to exit the program. It will first print "Do you want to process another batch of vehicles?" Then input 1 to repeat, 0 to close the program. Then it will be read by the scan.nextInt. If the user input is equal to 1, the program will continue. Else, if the user's input is equal to 0, the loop will break, ending the program. After breaking out of the loop, the program thanks the user by printing "Thank you for using the toolboot system."